touch me. I'm your mom.
I can't believe that's him.
Oh my gosh, I'm so much more emotional, like, in hindsight. 'Cause at the time, it was just so shocking and scary, and oh, I can't. I want
That
to
you
wake him up
expected.
from his nap right now. I want to hug him.
Today, we are reacting to our first birth video. I don't think I've watched this since the birth.
I only watched it once after you edited it. I purposely don't watch
You
it.
ready to watch this video?
No, not really.
Let's get into it. Any other things you want to say before we start it?
I'm so nervous.
Why are you
I
nervous?
feel like I was screaming. Was I screaming?
I will say the video makes it look less intense than it was.
Okay.
I have raw footage of this, and it looks like there was a battle. Like there is so much. I'm like, how?
It was a
how does
battle.
one person give off that much
I
blood?
felt great afterwards.
Birth is literally a battle. Okay, let's start
No,
this.
but it's beautiful.
You are so strong, honey.
Go, go, go,
You
go,
are
go,
so
push,
strong.
push, push,
You are
push,
so
push.
strong.
Bring
You
your
are so
tummy.
brave. You are so strong.
Remember why they were lowering the camera right there? There was a shoulder dystocia going on, and I got pushed out of the way. So like right here is where they're like, "Dad, get out of the way."
I don't
Video.
think I knew anything was wrong.
I didn't quite realize that either, honestly. I just felt bad because they were like, I didn't know if I was doing something
I
wrong.
didn't realize you had even left, honestly,
Really?
because you were still encouraging me from the side. By the way, some moms might not like that. I can see where it might be too much, but I loved it. Like, I needed it.
Hearing myself saying, "You are so strong, you are so brave," I'm like, I'm so annoyed by my voice, honestly.
No.
Like, I'm annoyed, but I'm glad that you're not annoyed by it.
Wait, why are you annoyed?
I don't know. I think it's one of those things like when you hear your voice back, it's just annoying to you.
But what you're saying is so sweet.
Thank you. I truly just wanted to be your hype man, and I was also nervous.
Yeah, you-
So I was just like, you got it, go, go, go.
You were
Like,
nervous.
Yeah, I was nervous. Oh my gosh. We had been in the hospital for over 20
Wait, let's get to that part.
Okay.
I'm literally in the bathtub right now. I just received a call from the hospital saying they are ready
Look how puffy
for
my
me
face is.
to go in and
Whoa.
have our baby.
That's crazy, dude. Your face completely like metamorphosized. I remember I was not expecting for this to happen at all at the time that it happened. Like,
We were on a wait list to be induced. It was like days. I think we were on the wait list for 2 days. And they said, don't expect anything till like Monday. This was Saturday. So we were shocked.
it took longer than I thought it would, and I was like, oh, okay, we're never gonna get called. And then the second that I started to think that we weren't gonna get called, boom.
I got the call at 5:45 p.m.
That did
That
suck.
day I had walked several miles trying to induce labor, and I finally just decided to give up and relax for the evening. And then I got the call. So I went into the hospital to be induced already exhausted. But
That
that's
sucks.
okay.
That sucks.
Are you ready to go have a baby?
Your water break?
He just called that they're ready for induction.
Are you serious?
Do you know why there's a big blurry thing on the side
was
of the screen?
naked.
You were completely naked.
I wasn't thinking about that.
So I had to edit that out.
So glad you noticed that.
I was like, why is there, what are we blurring out? Like, is there a logo? I'm like, oh, it's my naked wife. We got everything?
Yeah.
Whoa! Did you see your belly right there?
Don't wake up Griffin.
Okay. I gotta rewind that. Holy crap. That is insane. It doesn't even look real. It looks like a prosthetic right
It
there.
was huge. How did you feel in this moment as we're leaving the hospital?
Panicky. I was trying to
Really,
get
I was
everything.
surprised that I wasn't panicked.
Really?
I always thought about the moment I'm driving to the hospital to have my baby. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be so panicky, anxious.
Yeah.
I think I was just like, here we go.
It kind of felt like an adrenaline rush. It only lasted so long though, because after we were at the hospital for a while, I got pretty freaking tired. You hope your water breaks right now? Wow, I haven't worn a mask in months. My breath smells so bad.
I just smell that all the time.
In moments like this, like you were saying that you were like, you had like adrenaline and stuff. I feel like in the biggest moments of my life, since I'm so tender-hearted, emotional, when things are really intense like this, I turn off my emotional side. Like I'm just like,
Oh,
I
really?
can't feel that. Yeah, because it's like, it's game time. Like I can't get emotions in the way.
You're
So-
tough. You had a really brave approach to all of this.
Really?
I was really impressed by how you handled everything.
I was feeling calm. I was feeling really calm.
Really?
Yeah.
You feeling ready?
So sexy.
You look so sexy. Dang, mama. I guess now that you've taken your pee sample, I think we just have to get you in bed and press the red button and call the nurses.
What are you gonna do? Put needles in me?
This part was like, the whole first night was such a bummer because even though I knew it was gonna be slow, I was like, I wanted to start like knowing things were progressing, like feeling
Yeah.
contractions. I want to start like getting things rolling, and like we barely had a nurse come in and it was just us, and I wasn't feeling anything, and I was like exhausting myself trying to get it to progress, not really realizing that that wasn't gonna happen without Pitocin or without my water
Yeah.
breaking. In hindsight, I would have slept that whole night.
I'm trying to remember what happened because you didn't have an
Look at
epidural.
my face.
That looks like a different person.
I know, I feel like
It really
I
does.
feel like Shrek or Fiona. Yeah.
Here's the current scene. We are listening to jazz music and playing Monopoly Deal.
Wait, okay. Why do we not play Monopoly Deal anymore? That's our card game. We used to play that all throughout college. We played that all the time in Hawaii. That's our game.
We need to play it.
We used to play that game every time we were in a fight in our marriage, and so when people would see us
It
playing the
still
game,
works.
they would be like, "Are you guys fighting?" But we would also play it. We weren't fighting too. So
Mostly we were fighting.
Abby's trying to get some sleep right now. Almost midnight now. They've been upping her dosage of Pitocin. It looks like they might have to break her water. I'm just trying to get her to rest as much as she can because I know she has a long journey ahead of her. Remember the show that we were watching at that time?
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
There
the
were
most
some
gruesome scenes.
that I was in so much pain though I don't remember like whole episodes.
Really? Did that help? Did that take your mind off of it?
Yeah.
Watching the show?
Oh, yeah.
I just think that's so funny. Seeing you sitting there looking at a screen, I'm like, we were watching Breaking Bad. It's morning. Dudes, good morning. Abby's at a 3. We're getting there, slowly but surely. We're getting there. Slow and steady wins the
I was feeling
race.
discouraged when they said 3. I was like, oh gosh.
I think you might have gotten 2, maybe 3 hours of sleep.
I should have slept more. I could have. Like, I was also so excited to meet our baby that it was just like, and anticipating the birth and everything, I was like, there's no way I could sleep.
I think that's the biggest misconception with people that are giving birth. You think that, oh, it's happening right now. It's all going so fast. You get all excited. Your adrenaline gets pumping.
Because that's how the movie shows it.
Exactly. Like you see people giving birth in a movie and it's very quick. Real life is not that way, I'm sure.
Some people, it is.
Even people that give birth quickly though, they're still 12 hours. I don't know. It's
No,
not.
some people do like 4 hours.
Really? Like their water breaks and their baby's out in 4
Some people
hours?
just babies come right out, but I would say most of the time it just takes some time.
I hear of horror stories. of
Especially
people-
well with first.
Yeah, first, and then if you're inducing too, it usually takes longer.
Oh,
right?
it definitely does. It takes it a lot longer. That's like
But
the
then-
downside to induction.
But then the downside of waiting 42 weeks, 41 weeks, whatever, because a lot of times people go over with their first. They think, oh, I'm so big, my belly's huge, I'm gonna give birth early. But usually people end up going over. Then like you have this massive child to give birth to. And sure, it goes faster than it would if you got induced. But if you would have waited longer, like Griffin was 8 pounds, 4
he wasn't
ounces.
that big. He was 8'4".
If you would have given birth at like 42 weeks, he would have been 9, maybe 10 pounds.
Who
He
knows?
would've been a
You can
huge
never
kid.
know.
It is 8:36 right now. Doctor came in and broke my water because things were just like really not progressing. Hopefully things will start moving faster now because I've been at a 3 for like so many hours.
Abby's about dilated to a 4.
This is when it started hurting really bad.
I don't think you guys can see it through the camera right here, but Abby was in a crap ton of pain. That's why I have those little electrode things on her. What's that called?
A TENS machine.
A TENS machine.
It had been recommended to us by like a birth coach. I think they do this a lot in other countries. Even our nurse was like, what the heck is this? But they let us use it, but basically it just
Yeah.
sends an electric shock wherever you place it, but in birth you're gonna wanna probably place it like on your lower back.
Yeah.
And it kind of diffuses the pain. So like where you're feeling pain, it'll just kind of move it to another spot. You can focus on that pain rather than the pain of the contraction. I think it did work for me, but then also there was a part of me that's like, okay, well then I was just feeling more pain overall. But I did like it.
What I
It
think
did hurt though. Where I was getting shocked did hurt.
How I kind of view it is I'm horrible at holding my bladder. So if I'm ever in the car and I have to pee really
Like a
bad
giant.
and Abby's making fun of me, she's like, just hold your pee a little bit longer. And I'll just pinch myself to take my brain off of the pain of...
I love that that's what you're
Having to
comparing
pee.
to the pain of a contraction.
You are impressively good at holding your bladder. Like you could go hours and you don't care. I'm super impressed by your
Thank
ability
you.
to hold your bladder, especially after having kids. You've had 2 kids and you can still hold it in.
I couldn't for a little bit, but I feel like I haven't peed my pants in a while.
Your kryptonite though is doing jumping jacks. I feel like that's where
That will get me every
that
time.
you end up hitting your
Jumping
pants.
rope.
Jumping-
If I try to do a double under, it's all over.
So Abby is so sweet. There was just a lady that was about to have a C-section and they were gonna hold off on the C-section until they could give Abby an epidural, but Abby said, you know what? I can wait on the epidural, do the C-section first. You regret that?
I mean, I lived through it.
They gave you the choice, which was weird. So it makes me think that it wasn't like a full emergency C-section.
I know, but when they said it was an emergency C-section, I was like, okay, take care of her. And then it took like an hour.
I almost feel like we made the wrong call because you're so tough. You were trying to push through, and you were ready for the epidural. You were in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
You totally
Also,
could have used it
I
by
was
that point.
having, at this point, since I was on the maximum dosage of Pitocin, I was having a contraction like every other minute. And they were about as intense of a contraction you could have because of the Pitocin. So they were really strong, really close together contractions that I wouldn't have been feeling if I hadn't been induced and on Pitocin. I almost wonder what this would have felt like had I gone into labor naturally, because this is like making my body contract more intensely on top of the natural contractions that were going.
There's no way I could talk.
Yeah.
When
I felt so bad for you. You got this. You got this. Okay. You're doing so good. Almost done. Nice. Wrap it up. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great. Dude.
That was the really painful part.
You said this was the worst pain you've ever experienced, right?
Probably.
This or the actual birth? Because you pushed really hard during the actual birth.
I think this.
This was even worse?
Yeah, the contractions are crazy. I
Sorry.
don't remember. No, that I don't look back on this very bad. It's just weird to watch it now.
Nice. Okay, turning it down. Oh yeah, okay.
Music on. Ow.
This TENS machine is a lifesaver. It's actually just alleviating a ton of pain. We put these little electrode thingies on her back. And right now I even have like a...
Oh yeah, I wanted to listen to music, but then if you were recording it, you had to turn the music off. So I said, Matt, turn the music on.
That's what that was.
The music really helps. So if you're wanting to like have encouragement during labor, have a powerful playlist going for you. That did wonders. Now I got the epidural.
How do you feel?
I feel literally better than I do in non-labor.
Oh my gosh, seriously. You're a little shaky. Are you okay?
Yeah.
A little shivery? Yeah?
I don't know why that's happening.
It's okay.
I'm shaky always when things happen.
Yeah. Wait, what? We talked about this on the podcast with Caleb and Abby. The shakes. You guys both got the shakes.
Got the shakes bad.
You were shaking hard right there.
That for her really freaked her out. I was in so much relief. I was like, I'll shake. I don't care.
I knew that you needed this because it was a night and day change. You can just see it on your face. You're like, I feel so great.
I look back on this, like, this was like a peak point of labor. I just felt incredible. Nothing will ever compare to like being in insane pain to almost instant relief. Like I would say the epidural took max 5 minutes to kick in, and it was incredible. Like this part, oh, bliss.
Praise Jesus, Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost.
So Abby had contractions up to a 4 without an epidural, and she literally said it was the worst pain of her
Oh,
life.
how do people make it so far?
I don't know, dude.
Now I'm high.
You're high on drugs.
It feels so good.
Okay, Abby is feeling so good. We're gonna do a celebration dance. Unfortunately, Abby cannot dance. She has a.
feel my entire.
You can't.
lower half.
Wait, you can't feel your entire lower half?
I can barely move my toes.
That's crazy.
See, I loved that time. Some people get freaked out with that. I was like, I can't even feel my toes. I was so happy.
I wonder what that's like. Now I'm curious.
Honestly,
Now
I
wanna
want to
experience
do it again just so I can feel that rush.
Are you kidding me? You are weird sometimes, dude. Like when you do a workout, if you don't absolutely kill yourself during a workout, you're like, that wasn't good. I want it to be really hard.
Pain is power.
I want to feel like I want to die when I work out. By the way, Abby's the one that works out like 5 days a week. She's the reason that I go to the gym because I feel like a loser if I don't go to the gym since my wife works out so much.
Baby, I do not care if you work out or
She's
not.
also jacked. Her shoulders are pretty big.
I could take
Abby's
it.
calf muscles are bigger than my calf muscles.
Okay,
Fun
let's.
fact.
Oh, this part was crazy.
So good. Good job.
I'm counting them.
You're doing awesome. Give me nugs. Complete. Wait, so complete means 10. Yay!
I'm not okay right now.
You look so. Oh, poor Abby. That makes me so sad.
Okay, hindsight, you know.
Yeah.
I should have had them give me more epidural when I was in so much pain. I was like, my labor took so long to progress for the beginning. I was like, I'm gonna wait again and then get it. But as you saw, I went from a 6 to a 10 in such a short amount of time. So then by the time it was time for me to start pushing, I had been feeling painful contractions for probably an hour.
But you were deep.
I felt a lot.
Abby was doing these meditations that she found on YouTube.
Meditations.
There's this girl that does meditations on YouTube for women that do a a natural birth. They work. They work for you.
I'm having an epidural and I'm listening to these and I'm like, this is amazing. So
But your epidural wore off.
you guys, I
It
know,
wore
but
off.
because of these meditations, I was not aware of the pain that my body was in until it was like they checked me, you're 10, it's ready to push. We turned off the meditations and then it was literally like instantly, I was like, oh crap.
It has kind of like a little bit of a lip.
Okay.
So if she rotates the baby, then we'll be able to get rid of that lip.
That came way faster than I thought it was gonna come. Oh my goodness. You're doing
How
so
long
good.
does it take to flip the baby?
It's 2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
gonna be pushing when she's doing it.
I
Okay.
don't think that's gonna feel good.
She's the best at it.
Good news is Abby again is fully dilated. We're trying to get our son flipped because he's like, I guess not. You look so pooped. Poor thing. Oh my gosh.
It's not easy. The
Not
business
easy.
of birth is not easy.
We're just gonna let the baby labor down a little bit because it keeps moving back and forth on me. Pick you up, and we're gonna have you roll on your side of what you that way.
All right.
She's on 22.
You're amazing.
It's hard to
You're
move.
doing great.
You actually want to go to Chick-fil-A?
It's Sunday.
No.
I thought you were saying
No.
you wanted it, but you couldn't have it.
Dang it. That's sad.
I knew you were gonna be so sweet.
Do you want your AirPods in at all so that we can?
You're so sweet. You're the best.
Okay.
Like that right now.
Yeah.
So sweet.
You're great. You are so strong. You are so.
You're such a good partner.
You are so much stronger than you realize.
I wasn't like giving you any feedback, and you were just still going and being such a good partner.
I felt so bad for you.
Why?
Because you were. Look at you. You were in so much pain. I felt horrible.
Well, it's okay.
Obviously, I don't want anyone to have to experience that, but I just wish I could have like traded places or done something to take away the
Yeah,
pain.
I
So
know.
all I could do was
I know you
encourage you.
would've.
Right back at it, Abby. The baby's doing well.
Good
Come on, go
job.
Abby. Abby,
Good
you got it.
job.
Four, come in.
Good
Five,
job, honey.
six,
Good job,
seven,
honey. Good job, baby.
nine,
Good job. You're doing
10. One time,
amazing.
honey.
Okay, for those of you guys that don't know Abby,
Wait, is that our baby crying?
I think that was
Oh, okay.
from the. For those of you guys that don't know Abby, she pushes herself so freaking hard. She's not a weenie. She's not a wimp. She is the complete opposite of that.
Thanks, honey.
And so there's a reason that Abby had to get hernia surgery after the birth
pushing really
because she
hard,
pushed
right?
so hard that she pushed 2 hernias out during this whole process.
This part was so intense. I don't think I really quite remember this very well.
Really?
I just remember being like, holy crap, this is so much worse than I thought it was gonna be.
After this, I'll have to show you some of the raw, like the
No,
actual video.
no
You don't
thanks.
want to? Okay,
Yeah.
you actually don't want to?
No.
I feel like you'd be curious.
No, I'm
Have you
not.
never looked at it?
I don't want to.
Wait, you've never? That's crazy.
I don't want to.
Maybe that's a good idea.
You're doing so good. You're doing so good. Wow. Hey, dude.
Your baby's coming.
If you push like that, not much longer, honey.
Feels like my was going to.
That was crazy.
Feels like my butt was gonna explode.
I think I just didn't care at that point. As
No,
you
you
can
did
tell
not.
the way I'm talking to them, it's
You
not
did
like I would
not.
normally talk to medical staff. I was so in so much pain. What's so weird is that like you can talk in between. It's not like I felt good in between, but like
Yeah.
labor is just unique like that.
Oh my gosh. Oh heavens.
You're doing such a good job. You're doing such a good job.
Oh gosh.
You are so tough. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Matt. How many more like that?
You get mad, he'll help you here. There.
Wow. Wow.
This is the one. Get mad at him. Then go take a deep breath in and
You got
push
this.
as hard as
You
you
got
can.
this.
it.
You got
Jack,
this.
hold under
You
your
got
butt.
this.
Grab it
Okay.
on.
Okay. You got this, Abby. You got this, Abby.
Let it
You
out.
got this, Abby. Okay. So close. So close. You are so strong. You are so strong. You are so strong. You are so strong, Abby. You are so strong. You are so strong. You are so strong, Abby. You're.
Am I trying to push now?
Go, go, go,
You
go,
are
go,
so
push,
strong.
push,
You
push,
are
push,
so
push.
strong.
Good
You
girl,
are
come
so
here.
brave.
Daddy,
You are so
Daddy,
strong.
Let them have her legs.
Okay,
Push,
okay.
push, Abby.
You
push.
got this, baby.
It's coming. It's
You
coming.
got this. Abby, you are
Push,
so
Abby,
strong.
push.
I love you. Okay, okay, you got this. You got this. You got this, honey. You got this. You got this. You got this.
We love you so much, honey. I'm your mom.
He's a good sized baby for
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Oh, baby, I love you.
Can you believe that? I can't believe that's him.
Oh,
So little
I'm
that
gonna
he
wake
was
him
back
up from
then.
his nap right now and hug him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so much more emotional, like in hindsight.
Yeah.
Because at the time it was just so shocking and scary, and
Yeah.
this part I was like not grasping.
Yeah.
I love you, baby.
Good job.
He looks so skeptical.
Yeah.
He's like, what the F?
Change our whole world. We love you so much. Dad, I think I'm just in shock right now.
This made it look like it was so quick.
Yeah.
Abby did get about 45 minutes of stitches between that. And I'm glad the doctor did this because she did the stitches and then she realized that she could have done them better. And so she took the stitches out and then redid them. So super thankful that she's
a professional.
And poor Abby was just laying
I think that's my
on the
proof
bed.
that there was like, I was feeling a lot more than I would if my epidural was like at its proper strength. The fact that I could feel stitches is like kind of crazy.
And you told them that and then they gave you more
And it didn't work.
Was it lidocaine?
I don't know, but whatever it was, it didn't work. So now I'm like, what's going on? Or maybe I'm just a total wimp. I don't know. Our Griffin! That does not look like Baby Augie.
Stay this little.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How can I?
He's so funny. Hold that baby. Get it on the stuff.
What a wild day.
Oh. I can't. I really have only watched that right when you were about to post it, and I think that time was already such a whirlwind.
Yeah.
Like, it's really, really special, especially to look back on a nice, beautifully edited version. That is truly how I remember that day, almost exactly.
But then you think about, like, why would somebody want to go through such a hard thing, and then you see our life now with our boys and how much we love them.
So worth it.
And how sweet they are. And it's so worth it.
It's
And
beyond, like, I can't even compare. We get a lifetime with these boys. Like, there was months of anticipation of that day to then it's done. And the relief you feel, and your baby is there, and you finally get to meet them, and they're healthy and happy. Oh my gosh. That vulnerability is so bonding.
I think just having a kid together is beautiful.
That's true.
That is so cool that together your love made this child.
I know.
And that's beautiful. And we have 2 of them.
We have 2.
Yeah.
I love them. Wow, I cannot believe we did that.
If we run it back and have a kid in 2024?
Yeah, let's do it.
Heck no.